Hey, what's up, everyone? I went outside earlier and noticed that the moon was super bright and went to look up an explanation as to why the moon might have been so bright because it was, even for a full moon, it was super bright. And they said it's called a full worm moon that rose on Thursday. So if you get a chance, look outside. If it's not cloudy, it's been raining for what feels like forever outside, but it finally stopped raining as of midday today and then eased off this evening, and we got clear skies tonight. So I got a chance to look at the moon and see how bright it was, and it was very radiant, very, very bright, and it lit up everything outside. So they called it a full worm moon that rose this morning, well, Thursday morning, and it's still bright tonight. What to know about March's rare full moon? So if you get a chance to look at it, let me know, and let me know what you think. Is it incredibly bright or more bright than usual for a full moon? It seems that way for me. But they nicknamed it the worm moon. It graced the sky on Thursday night, and it's still very bright. They told stargazers to get their binoculars ready, as a full moon nicknamed the worm moon will grace the night's sky, and it will be the final one of the winter season. So it's just the start of what will be a breathtaking month. Another full moon, known as a blue moon, will pop up on March 31st. So we have another blue moon to experience, which is basically a blue moon is basically when the full moon happens. A full moon happens in less than a month, twice in less than a month. And full moons aren't exactly rare. They occur on average every 29.53 days, 12.37 times per year. Space.com reported on this, but to catch a glimpse of one twice in a month is a special treat. It only happens every 3 years or so, they state, but I wouldn't necessarily say that because we've had what they call a blue moon twice already in the past couple of months. So at least three, maybe 4 months we've had several blue moons already. Since the late part of 2017 and the early part of 2018, we've already had multiple blue moons, really, as they call it, as the term goes. It's even more special, they say, to spot 2 blue moons in 1 year. There's almost always a full moon in February. In fact, the month is only without a full moon every 19 years. But the last time February didn't have a full moon was in the year 1999. And the time before that was 1980, Space.com reported. The next time there will be no full moon in February will be the year 2037. That seems to be quite often where they say the next time something will happen is 2037 lately, but anyway, or 36 or 37 anyway. Because February only had 28 days, this year's full moon carried over to March, confirming the March 31st full moon would be a blue one. So here's what you need to know about March's upcoming full moons. The quote-unquote worm moon and the quote-unquote blue moon, which occur on March 1st and March 31st, respectively. The one March 1st already took place. So what is a worm moon? The March 1st moon was dubbed the worm moon by the Old Farmer's Almanac in the 1930s because it's a sign spring is finally arriving. It was named worm moon after earthworm casts that appear as the ground thaws. Earthworm casts appear as the ground thaws. NASA wrote in a post online, Southerners are more likely to use the term because they have an abundance of earthworms, unlike the northern part of the United States, which does not have an abundance of earthworms. A full moon welcomes us into March. It's time to tap those maple trees, so this moon is called the sap or sugar moon for some. Other names include crow moon, worm moon, or corn moon in the southern hemisphere. So that tweet was from NASA Moon. When glaciers covered the northern part of North America, they wiped out the native earthworms. NASA explained that these glaciers melted about 12,000 years ago or so, and the forest grew back without earthworms. While quote-unquote worm moon is the moon's most popular nickname, there are several other names for the last full moon of winter, including the sugar moon, crow moon, crust moon, and the corn moon, which I just mentioned in the tweet above. So when can I see it? They say you'll have the best view of the March 1st one, which already took place. If you got to see it, it would be approximately 7:51 p.m. Eastern Time when you seen it, 6:51 p.m. Central Time. If you got to see it that day, let me know. That was the peak of its fullness. If you can't catch it then, don't worry. The full moon will appear. It will appear full for at least 3 days, from Thursday night through Saturday morning. So that's why it's so super bright tonight. It looked brighter than usual, even brighter than a normal full moon, really. It almost looked like the brightness of what they were calling a supermoon the last few times. It actually appears about as bright as a supermoon. Actually, if not brighter than some of the past supermoons that we've gone through, for us anyway. A parade of planets. At least it looked brighter than what I've seen for some of the last supermoons. Except maybe that last one. Except maybe that one. But a parade of the planets, including Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn, along with the bright star, Antares, will also be visible throughout the end of this week and the beginning of next week. The moon shifts are reported. The moon shifts are reported 12 degrees each night, giving skywatchers a good view of a string of planets. Now, I noticed when I looked up, I seen several dots in the sky that were either planets or stars, and I probably should have used my Google Skywatch app to see the Google Sky app to see which ones they were. But when I seen the moon, I noticed what looked like several planets around it, so I figured the planets were very visible right now. From March 4th to March 11th, the moon will shift along the line of stars and planets appearing near the bright star Spica on March 4th. Between Spica and Jupiter on March 5th, near Jupiter on March 7th, between Mars and Jupiter and above the bright star Antares on March 8th, Mars on March 9th, between Mars and Saturn on March 10th, and near Saturn on March 11th. This was from NASA. So at the beginning of the month, the blue moon, rises. Saturn and Mars will actually appear together. So they have some stunning pictures of the blue moon shown below. What is a blue moon? Well, the term blue moon has been around since the 1940s. As we explained above in this article, the name is simply used to distinct the full moon as the second to appear within a calendar month. So when can we see it? When can I see it in particular? That's the question. Unlike the worm moon, the blue moon will reach peak fullness early in the morning at approximately 8:37 a.m. Eastern Time, 7:37 a.m. Central Time on March 31st, 2018. So be sure to try and check that out if you enjoy sky watching and astronomy. So that will be a spectacular event to witness. I know the moon looks super bright outside tonight, and I noticed that, and I went to look it up and found this information and decided to share it with you all. So the moon is definitely big, it's bright and beautiful tonight, and I thought I would share this information with you all that I found. So hopefully we all get to witness this next full moon together on March 31st. So thank you for watching this video. I send much love, and feel free to message me anytime. Thanks for watching. Peace. Bye.